So what's up everyone, welcome to Mountain Camber. Today, for the first video of Mountain Camber's new existence, we're actually going to be taking a drive in my bone stock 1995 240 SX. When I bought this car, it was actually a two-owner car that had been crashed lightly in the front, and on my other YouTube channel, I fixed it up and I'm now the proud third owner of this car. But this car has a big secret. It looks good, decent enough on the outside, but this car is actually all stock. It's a stock KA24DE with an automatic. Now, a lot of people probably will laugh at the stock KA24, and that's really what this review is going to be all about. What is a stock S14 like? Turn here. It's actually the road that I drove my very first 240 on. We didn't last long, the wheel came off up here because the previous owner didn't tighten them and didn't tell me. So like I said, this video is really going to be about what a stock S14 is like. I came from a KA24T car, I came from an SR20 car, I've got a friend with a V8 car. You know, every 240 that I've been in has been heavily modded, and driving this car is a lot different than having one of these heavily modded cars, which I have added Z-brakes and steel braided lines and coilovers, but I haven't added anything to the actual drivetrain itself. And I know a lot of people would worry about how would the KA react with no turbo, or, you know, what's it like having an automatic 240? And I would say the main question is it fast, is it slow, and is it worth it? And the answer is yes and no. The stock KA24, I'll put horsepower ratings right here. The stock KA is not the slowest car I've ever drove. I drove a lot of cars in my life, and this car, the way it is faster than an RX-8, it's faster than the Civics that I've drove. The car actually has a decent amount of torque, and when you get up above 50, 60 miles an hour, the car really likes to just go. There's a lot of top end, and unlike the SR20, there's a lot of low end as well. I wouldn't say that the car is one of the most incredible things I've ever drove. On stock suspension, the car was horrible ride height. It floated everywhere just like an old muscle car. But the coilovers and the Z-brakes have really helped have the car feel like a sports car, but it doesn't help the ride quality at all. Now, my personal opinion on the stock KA is it's nice enough to have as a daily. I can understand how people in the 90s would go from buying, you know, their choices of the 90s model JDM cars with naturally aspirated engines. I can see how this car was actually, you know, up there in quality. I can see how it became an iconic car as well. The first time I actually got in this car and got on it, it really surprised me. I wasn't expecting it for it to get up and go like it does. If you were somebody who has had fast cars coming into it, you're not going to like it. You're going to want more power than it has. But if you're somebody who is new into the JDM world and this is your first choice, you're going to be happy with it. There's enough power there to let you have fun. Now this car is backed by an automatic, and I have to say an automatic with a KA really makes this car feel like a grandpa's car. I don't feel like I'm in the two-door sports car. I hate automatics, I really do. But a lot of 240s were automatics, and there's, you know, that's why I'm SR20 swapping out of a previous car that I had. I can say stock, this car does handle curves pretty well. It really only has coilovers, and they're not even that helpful. They're just eBay's for right now. So in the curves, the car really is still aggressive stock. The car I had before this was built for it, but this car is still pretty nice in the curves. I enjoy it a lot. Now the KA straight off does have a pretty incredible engine note, even with a stock exhaust. Coilovers. Even with the stock exhaust, you can really hear the engine want to get up and go, and it's got a really nice tone to it. I would say that one of the first mods someone would get would be exhaust. A little bit of an engine tone here. That was like a 25 to 50 pull right there. Not bad. Now I must say, leaving the KA behind. Some people may enjoy the KA if you're new to the JDMs, and people like me who came from power probably won't enjoy it that much. But I can say from experience, if you slap a turbo on a KA, it is a very aggressive turbo setup. The KA's torque with the turbo mixed in makes for great low end and top end power. But since I have a full SR20 swap waiting, I'm just going to go ahead and go with my SR20. Now, outside of the KA world, the suspension on the car stock, like I said, had a terrible, terrible ride height. I mean, I could fit like my fist between the quarter panel and the tire. And the bumpy ride here in the Kirby Mountains is why this is a mountain camper. But the ride height was just horrible. And I put coilovers on it, and it's really, really a stiff ride, which is probably because of the type of coilovers I chose. I've had multiple cars now with multiple coilovers, and if you get a nice company like BC or, you know, one of the higher up coilovers, it actually will give you a pretty decent ride feeling. But no matter what, when you lower these cars, you have to fender roll. It's something that just has to be done. There's a lot of room. There's more room than people would think right now. With fender rolling, I have 265s on the back and 255s on the front, which was off my previous car with a little more power. But they work on here too with a little bit of fender rolling. They tuck nicely. They scrape a little bit in the harsh curves. That's because I never finished fender rolling them all the way. Now, I would have to say the worst thing about a 240, in my opinion, is also the best thing to me. I love the design of this car. I love every single bit of the design, especially, you know, the outside of the car I love, and the inside of the interior, I love the design, but the interior is so cheap. The dash is cracked, always. It doesn't matter what dash you have, it will crack. The door panels are so cheap. If you just simply lean on them, after so many years of, you know, being in the car, they break. Everything's plasticky. I love the way the interior looks, but in the end, it's kind of cheap. Even though there's a lot of leather, I'll give them that. A lot of fake leather, but there's a lot of leather, which really gives it like a nice quality. But the dash itself is like one of the worst link collectors I've ever seen in my life. It doesn't matter if you wipe it down the next day, there's stuff all over it again. Oh man, low car. Now for the next part, I'm really gonna start showing how all this adds together with the coilovers, the stock KA, the automatic. I'm gonna do a little bit more of a harsh run down than I was coming up. That was a quick like 20 to 70 right there down the hill, and it's, you know, it hooks. The tires don't slide. The suspension keeps you in the road. It keeps you in control. So guys, my GoPro unfortunately became full. In the end, I don't want to knock the KA24. It's a great platform if you have the money to go ahead and add some power to it. The stock 5-speed and everything's also a great platform. The 240 really is a good car stock. I enjoy every second of it. I just wish it wasn't automatic in the end. I hope you guys like this review. If I missed out on anything that you want to know about a stock 240, feel free to leave a comment below and ask me any questions. Make sure to subscribe with the notification bell. The notification bell lets you know when I upload and alerts you so that you can watch it or add it to a watch later list. Any of you who are coming from the old channel, welcome to the new channel. I hope you see a rise in quality. This is really why I'm doing it, is I wasn't happy with the first channel, and this is the new channel and the new quality, and everything's gonna have a lot more time and money into it. Without further ado, make sure to like this video. The most likes I've ever had was 60. I want to try to hit 100 likes. I really do. So let's try to hit 100 likes on this video. Comment below if you want to see a review of anything else on the 240. If you want to see anything about a 240, I will make a video. Make sure to like, share, subscribe to Mountain Camber. It is the new channel, but things are going to be a lot better, guys. Thank you for watching, and until the next one, have a good day. That's
won't let me open the door.